Oh, yes. I like this.
Uh,
This is way better.
Welcome to the fifth podcast.
Okay, you just kicked it off, so that's it.
Okay.
Welcome to the fifth episode, the Fine Arts Collective podcast. We have introduced yourself,
I am Idalia Pulido.
and what do you do?
I am an artist.
A little bit more specific.
Okay. I am a creator. I create uh, art, like so,
The goats, the money
the
goats.
money goat, and I am a tattoo apprentice at the moment, training to be a tattoo artist full time.
Nice,
hmm
nice. So, real quick, let's dive into this goat. Give a little bit of information on the goats.
This goat was my first impressionistic piece. It was honestly like a test of my abilities. It was extremely passionate. I was extremely passionate making the entire piece, and it totally inspired several pieces after the fact that I did finish it. Um, but yeah, it was inspired by Monet's art. Monet's an impressionistic artist as well. He shows like a lot of skill and style in his art, and I wanted to reflect something that inspired me at the time. And so I did this goat, and I actually entered it into a contest, and it did really, really well. I wasn't ready to let go of it yet, but here we are now, years later, admiring it. The goat.
And I want to add a little note, a little story. I asked her how much she would sell it for if she was to sell it, and she said 250. And I forgot who it was. I think it was a customer, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, "That's too cheap." And she was like, "Well, I didn't want to sell it for that. I really wanted to sell it for 350." So, anyways, fast forward, I had to go next door to try to get a hanger so that we could hang this. So I went next door to the Mercado's multi-service, um, and they wanted to buy it, and they said they'd pay 350 for it right then and there. But
Mm-hmm.
well, I told her not to sell it because I want it. But but how did that made you feel? Like I came back, it was like, oh, somebody wants to buy it.
Well, first of all, it freaked me out. I've never sold my art before. Um, but secondly, it made me feel really proud to know that somebody was willing to pay for my hard work. I don't know. I don't ever want to sell myself short, but at the same time, like I am new to this. So kind of like just having the perspective of somebody else like willing to pay that much. I'm like thinking now, like how much do I want to sell the rest of my pieces for? I mean, 350 sounds good, but like also could we go higher? Could we go like higher if not on this on other pieces? But I guess like time will tell. We'll see.
Yeah,
We don't want to sell it yet. It's the goat.
yeah, and maybe I shouldn't put this information out there, but like I was telling you guys, this piece right here was made by Mariah P. I don't know what the P stands for. Maybe never mind. I won't even guess. But um, this is Coop's aunt who does this, and she sells her art, and she sells her art for like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. That's what it goes for out there. But
That's
that's
awesome.
but that's based off of her just doing it over time and her
hmm
name and signing it so that people know. That's why I
Yeah.
was telling you, like, you got to sign it,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because that's gonna, as pieces get sold and they're seen in different places, that's gonna make that value go up as far as what you can sell it for.
That's so crazy. I've never ever signed my art before, but it's not because I didn't want to like take credit for it or whatever. It's just because I always created my pieces for myself. And I never thought that it would be, in a gallery. We're in a gallery right now. Don't know if you guys can tell, but we're
Yeah, yeah.
surrounded by a bunch of really great pieces behind us. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, so now that I am going to start selling my art, I will start to sign it. Have a cute little signature there at the bottom, identifying that it is Iddy made, Idalia made.
Do you have like an artist nickname?
So a lot of people can't really like pronounce my first name, so I don't have an artist nickname, but I do have a nickname, and I enjoy being called it just because like it's comfortable now at the at first, like, you don't get comfortable with nicknames. You're like, what the hell? Like, what the hell
Yeah.
did you just
Yeah.
call me? But yeah,
This
people
is my
started
boy,
calling me Iddy.
Icebox.
Yeah, Icebox.
Yeah,
That's
Icebox J.
interesting. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Is
I'm
that
just
your nickname?
no, no, no.
Oh, I
I'm
was
just
like,
saying,
oh,
like
okay.
if we were to like first introduce ourselves to somebody, like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. You know, I'm Icebox J. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would be
yeah.
weird to go off by your nickname
Right.
first, right?
Well, when
I don't know.
clients, or like the other day, one of Hobby's clients asked me, they were like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm Iddy." And
Icebox J.
I'm Icebox J. Imagine no. No, I definitely, if I don't, it's not even that I don't want people to know like my personal name. It's not like I'm a famous person or anything like that. But I do go by Iddy, Iddy.
IDDY.
Yes,
Cool, cool. I was just
Iddy.
imagining the signature and how you could do that, like, but whatever.
Yeah,
That's another ADD ADHD podcast story time.
yeah. So, like for example, my tattooing Instagram profile is idiotic. IDDYOITIC. Idiotic.
Idiotic,
Idiotic Ink.
idiotic ink.
Hmm.
Because I'm thinking like a gallery name,
That'd be cool.
like obviously introducing the artist,
Yeah.
and then like, but then there's a theme, or not a theme, but a name of, you know,
The Idiotic Collection.
yeah. Oh, right, right.
Yeah. I had to like get deep into the mic to say that
Do
to
it
make it
again.
sound cool. Idiotic Collection.
Coming soon. Um, okay, so I asked Javi this, so I
Hmm.
want to ask you this. Wait, I'm trying to think. What did I ask him first? But I think I asked him first, how did you even hear about us, the Fine Arts Collective?
So I actually didn't hear about you guys until your manager, Miss Lauren. Miss Lauren. Shout out to you, Miss Lauren. She DM'd me and saw my art on Instagram.
Icebox Lauren.
Icebox Lauren. If you guys know her, love her. She's amazing. Um, but yeah, she actually reached out to me. She loved my art. Uh, reached out with me, reached out to me with amazing energy, and was like, "Hey, we're looking for a female artist." I, at the time, had no idea what I was going to do. Like going forward, I just knew that I was still going to keep practicing, still create art, and kind of like see where that takes me. I was looking for like places to like rent out and kind of like practice there because that was my situation at the time. So she sought out to give me like the opportunity to work with her and her team. She passed along my portfolio, and then you guys were acceptive enough to like have me come in, and that's whenever I truly found out about you guys. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Yeah,
Hmm.
no, she had mentioned you at least probably like a few times,
Hmm.
and she always spoke very highly of you.
Oh,
And
Miss Lauren.
Lauren does a great job at what she does,
Uh huh.
to the point to where it's like, she was like, "Do you want to see her work?" And it's not that I didn't want to see the work, but it was
You didn't want
like,
to see my
Lauren,
work?
whatever you want to do, do it. You're good enough to where I don't feel like I need to, sign off, or
Lauren
whatever.
makes the decisions. Yeah.
Lauren, uh, Lauren has the wand, the magic wand. So
Mm.
whatever she wants to do with that. But um, so now the next question is, when you first came in here, what was your immediate impression?
Well, I was kind of highly embarrassed because when I actually pulled up to the shop, there's like windows up front, and there was a person that beeped at me, and like all of you guys turned around and looked at me, and I was like, wow, how
You're all cheesing.
embarrassing.
You're like,
I was like, wow. I remember walking in here and kind of feeling like just relieved to not be in my car because that made me super anxious. But you guys, I was like, oh, I forgot what I said. What did I say? I was like, not my first impression, not the first impression I'm giving off is me being a bad driver. And you guys were like, no, fuck that guy, or like screw that guy. And I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, they care about me. They don't even know me. Um, so you guys were like extremely inviting. I was extremely nervous. I like told you guys like off the bat, like, hey, if I get red, don't judge me. That's just me kind of getting. If I'm red right now, don't judge me, anybody.
like pink,
Yeah, it
not red.
happens. It happens. The heat rises to my cheeks. But anyways, you guys made me feel extremely comfortable. And then like shortly after that, I think we all just ended up like going into like a deep conversation about
A
like our
lot of things.
goals
Yeah.
and like what art is really about. And personally me, like I don't have too many art influences in my life, like any other artists or people that are like, creative with every single move that they have. And you guys make y'all's life about that. And that's like a passion of mine that's been waiting to just like come out of my body and just like make a reality for myself just around creativity. So being around you guys, like after I was leaving that day, I immediately was so excited to come back. You know?
Dope, dope, dope.
Yeah. That was a really great experience, to be honest with you. Like I felt nervous, but not in a bad way. And my first impression of you guys was just like, wow, like these guys are just like creatively gifted all around, and they're like making it. Their vision is insane, and it's so similar to mine. And I just felt in a way like accepted, and I also felt like I was in the right place. You know?
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. I think we've had some people artists come and go
Hmm.
for various reasons of why they ended up leaving, and for some reason, just this group of people right here, like it just feels right. Like
Yeah.
everyone meshes. Like at other times, there's been like maybe like two people are really cool, and then these other two people are really cool, but they don't really they don't talk to each other outside of here or
Right.
anything. And just over here, like everyone's on the same thing.
I agree. Yeah. I think it's crazy to see how everyone's mind like complements each other, and like everyone's goal is literally just like the success of their own art and the shop, and like just becoming better every single day. Like I see that in everybody. Only been here for what, like, gosh, not too long. And I can already see like the motive behind everyone is pretty much the same, and that's so important in a team. You guys like really do work as a team. Like we're all here for one goal, and that's what we're trying to execute. And it's so beautiful to see, like, I don't know, Javi, Lauren, even Josue. He has amazing energy. I only met him a couple times, but or yeah, yeah. And you yourself, like I think this is a really good group, and I appreciate the energy. It's extremely inviting.
No,
Hmm.
I wouldn't say hardly, but I don't come as much because I'm working on a barbershop,
Yeah,
and Lauren's got it now. And these people that are here already, everyone that you just mentioned, they got it.
yeah,
But I don't know, just I don't know what happened. It's like certain pieces come, and then it it's like completed the puzzle, and because it's completed, not only does the energy, it's like the key, you know, unlocking this magnetic energy,
yeah.
and then you just see other people come because of that, and then
Right.
you see what it's just crazy. It's just like whoever comes in here, I don't want to leave.
That is so true. Every single one of even like clients that come in here, and I'm shadowing Javi, and he's doing like this amazing tattoo. Because I mean, let's face it, man's is great.
Shout out Hop.
um,
Watch
all
the
these,
podcast.
yeah. Watch the Javi. What episode is that?
The original number one.
The first episode. Watch the first episode. Um, but yeah, every single client that he's had so far, the connection that he makes with that client, and then not even that, like we're all a team here. Yeah, exactly. You're just
No.
like, ooh, like
Yeah.
that's crazy. But yeah, they instantly feel comfortable. They open up about things that you probably wouldn't even think that you were going to open up about that day, and they immediately trust the team, and we're all there just like hyping that person up, and that person's like hyping us up, and it just turns out to be like an all around like great experience and energy. And we're just like, yeah, we hope that person comes back because their energy was, god, it's like chef's kiss, it's good.
I told Javi and Lauren, I don't think you were here,
Hmm.
but they had gotten done with the client, and I was telling them, I'm like, yo, like, what y'all do when those clients go back there? like they're coming back.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah, it's
sorry.
magical.
Yeah, like I don't know if y'all know this, but if y'all come once, they're gonna keep coming back
Right.
because I mean, it's like this super bonding energy over there that like you don't even have to be back there. I'll be over here, and I just like
You're listening.
it's like being at like a family home or something that like a super tight family.
Oh yeah, like I think it was my first day here, and Hobby was doing a tattoo, and he was tattooing like a butterfly on somebody's neck. It was beautiful, by the way. It turned out amazing. But there was a couple here, and we were just sitting talking with them. Amazing energy, amazing couple. If you're watching this, you guys are amazing. But they were so sweet, and we were just like all yapping over there, having a jolly old good time. And then Jeremy says, "This sounds like a podcast," and I was
Yeah,
like, "It sure does. Like, give me a mic."
it is.
And it was because we were all just so comfortable with each other. We are just like bouncing off theories, bouncing off ideas. We are just like, getting deep into like each other's,
Yeah,
spiritual,
background. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was like my first day here, and I
Yeah, I
was
was
like,
just gonna say that
wow.
was your first day.
I was like, wait. I was like, are we really about to talk about this? We brought up like reptilian like figures. I don't even know. It was
Anunnaki or whatever it's called.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
crazy because it has to be extremely comforting energy for first time people to come here and open up about these deep things that maybe you might be a little hesitant to speak about to especially people you don't know
Oh yeah, or
but
people are gonna disagree.
people are just oh that's just not the case.
There's like no there's just no social boundaries as far as like your theories or your beliefs here. Like whatever it is that you want to talk about is going to be accepted regardless of anybody's like morals here. Like I think that everyone's just accepting of each other. They understand that like a person is, like their own individual soul, and we're not here to like judge people or make people feel ashamed of what they do or are. Like we're here to connect, and I think that that's like the truth. You know, that's what it feels like. It's just like a hub of like connections.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
never even thought about that so you said it but I'm processing it
Mhm.
and you're right. You're right. Like,
Mhm.
how could you not like it over here? Like we're like accepting to everything. We're open minded to everything.
Oh yeah. The influence is so positive. It's like I walk in through that door and I am excited. I'm like, all right, what are we doing today? You know?
You know, it was not always like that.
Really?
Like it probably wasn't even like that. Definitely like even a couple months ago, it wasn't like that.
Wow,
Like
that's
this
hard to
thing is
believe.
developing. I'm telling you, like this thing is developing crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll go a little bit into I guess like team development or
Mhm.
maybe culture development. It maybe a little bit of everything. And now that I'm looking at things in retrospect, that you know, you might have somebody that you really like,
Mhm.
and you have other people that whatever, like it's all a team, and we're
Right.
all in this to win, and we've got, all we got is each other. And then if one person leaves for whatever reason, and at first it can feel like damn, like like damn, we need to fill a spot or something.
Right.
But what this team has developed into, what this thing has developed into, it's way deeper than filling in a spot. It's like I'm no offense to anybody that's ever been here, but whatever wherever you're at now, wherever you're doing, man, the best of luck. I know everyone's doing better
Yeah.
than when they first came here, but I am so glad that things unfolded the way that they unfolded because we wouldn't be able to have what's going on right now if
Right.
that didn't
Yeah, those things definitely happen for a reason. I mean, not only like for our shop, like for the better good, but for those people's lives too. It's
happen.
like when you're leaving any era of your life or any job. Like I know that, I mean, it was sad for me to do the same with my previous job, but at the same time, like this is a greater experience than I could have ever imagined. So
That's like
it's
that's super dope to hear.
yeah,
And Javier's eating a what are they called?
a
A
drumstick.
drumstick,
Yep, those are fire.
and it looks good.
Do you want one?
Not right now. I mean, I do right now, but I'm not going to right
C4. Also, cheers to C4
now. And
in the
episode five
in episode 5
and drumsticks.
and drumsticks.
Yeah. And these fluffy little mics.
They are cute and they're very soft. It's gonna be like scratchy on
Is
the
this how like?
audio.
Is this what it feels like when y'all put makeup on? Not that I want to put makeup on.
Honestly, kind of.
No, I'm good. I'm just
Maybe
curious
just a little
'cause
bit.
for some